There's a question we get all the time at Thoughtly, and it comes when you are trying to resell Thoughtly as your own to your clients. And people ask if you could white label Thoughtly to your clients so you could pretty much just throw a logo over the Thoughtly logo and just make it yours. The answer to that is no, but yes at the same time, and that's what I'm here to explain. So this applies to two types of people. Number one is somebody who wants to white label Thoughtly as their own and sell it to their clients. And number two, somebody who wants to use Thoughtly but doesn't have a CRM of their own, so they can't track the analytics in their system that they operate within. So if you are one of those two people, this is going to be for you. What you need to follow along with this is going to be access to a platform called Lovable. You can get started for free. This allows you to create websites, softwares, dashboards, landing pages, applications with just prompts. So you don't need any coding experience. This is what we're going to be using to build the dashboard. Number two is going to be access to Thoughtly. If you don't know what Thoughtly is an AI voice agent platform that allows you to create conversational AI voice agents, once again, with no coding or developer experience. So the first thing that I need you to do is go inside of Lovable and you're going to create a new project. If you haven't used it before, super simple. You just got to type in a prompt. Here's the prompt that I actually typed up to build out this dashboard. You're going to do something similar to make your own dashboard. Keep in mind, this is going to be completely customizable for your specific use case. So you're going to come inside of Lovable and you're going to say something like this. We need to be able to pass in data via a webhook. Inside of this webhook, we need this information: the phone number, email, transcript recording, callers' interest levels. Now I need a dashboard that shows the following data: an analytical dashboard, contact storage tab, integrations tab where we get the webhook, make the dashboard analytical, very concise for each agent and how it's performing. You could have custom instructions to the moon. Whatever you think is super valuable to see, just make that available as an analytic on this dashboard. You could always edit and revise once it spits something out, as you could see I've done here. So I've done a series of revisions, just looking at the dashboard it creates and kind of giving my feedback as it comes in. And I've created something that looks like this. This took me literally 10 minutes. It shows the tag of each conversation. It shows the average duration, the total number of contacts that have been uploaded inside of here. It also shows the different types of tags in a pie chart. It shows the call volume by day, how each agent is performing, and the recent calls that has previously been made. You could add team members that automatically get an email to come into this dashboard and interact with it. And lastly is going to be the integrations page. You have your webhook that it automatically generates. That's going to be important because I'm going to be showing you exactly how we're going to be using that. And then we have the payload schema. Don't get too confused by this. It's super easy. All you need to know is this stuff. We're going to be lining that up with the data coming in. And this allows you to pretty much create contacts and use it inside of your dashboard as new results come in. But once you have your dashboard all structured exactly how you'd like, you have all the data that's important to your business directly here on this dashboard that shows all of the results. Once again, super editable. We're going to go inside of Thoughtly and we're going to click on the Thoughtly automations here. This allows you to create automations after or before a call. This is going to be how you build out these conversations in this super friendly no-code builder and your knowledge base here. But once you create your agents and now you want to see all of the data and analytics after the call, you're going to come here to an automation. Let me just go into the automation I already created and show you exactly how it's done. We have a trigger for when a call has been completed, and it happens when any agent has a call that's been completed. From there, it gives us our transcript, our summary, our recording URLs, our tags, all of the variables, the phone number that called in, the contact that called. All of this gets immediately triggered after a call, which is going to be used inside of our dashboard. Next is going to be an extraction field. This is where we get exactly how the call went. So we have a tag that can be addressed, only responding with one of these tags, as shown here inside of our integrations page. We can only have one of these outcomes. So this is going to be where the tags are generated through an LLM, pretty much just extracting the transcript here and finding a proper tag for that exact transcript. We have no answer, positive, not interested, booked, or transferred. It will read the transcript and point at one of those tags. In this case, it's transferred. Next, we have a custom prompt that associates a ID with an agent. This is not necessary if you're just doing one agent, but if you're doing multiple agents imported inside the account, you're going to need to line up an ID because Thoughtly's payload does not send in the actual name of the agent that was called or was calling, but instead it just gives you this interview ID. But the interview ID could be found on each one of the agents. So I've just done some lining up here. That's not necessarily a huge game changer for most, but it's just a little addition I added. Then we have the webhook. This is the important part. This is going to be where you're put in that webhook that Lovable gave you, and it's going to be able to send that information. Remember how I said this is going to be the important part? This is what you need to put inside of this body. For example, we have our contact name, our phone number, email, transcript, recording, tag, agent ID, agent name, and call duration. All of this is going to be used inside of that dashboard. So we just line up that data pretty simply. We got the contact name, which can be found inside of that contact card. We have the phone number that can be found inside of that contact card. We have the email, which can be found inside the contact card, transcript, which can be found on call completed, scrolling all the way down. We have the recording, which can be found inside the original trigger, the tag, which can be found inside of our extraction fields, agent ID, and agent name, that's going to be coming from the custom prompt. And then we have the call duration, which could be found right inside of here. So once all this data is inputted inside of here, all we have to do is set this live. So now whenever an agent receives a call, it's going to extract the data, take all the data from the trigger, and send it into our dashboard. Once it starts to fill up, it will look something like this. This is still running. I just made this yesterday, but it took me around 10 to 15 minutes. If there's any other analytics that I would like to see or any other features that I would like to have, all I have to do is talk to Lovable. I have this little feature here where you just press this icon and you could talk directly into your microphone and tell it what you want. You could change the logos, you could change the features, you could change what you see, you could change what your client sees, you could change how your client could access this. There's so many different ways that you can customize this and make it yours. So I don't want to push you in one direction of telling you exactly how to make this dashboard. All I want to show you is how you could pass that data into this dashboard, because once the data is inside of this system, you could tweak it and optimize it however you want. All you have to do is talk to this LLM and it will change it for you. But with the explanation out of the way, I'm actually going to send over a test call right now, and you could see the payload actually going directly inside of the account in real time.
Hello, this is Lobby, your virtual assistant from Monger. I'm here to help you get started with your onboarding process. Have you had a chance to log into the customer experience portal yet?
Yeah, I actually have.
Once you're logged in, you'll find your documents under the onboarding section. Would you be open to scheduling a quick call with our onboarding attorney?
Yeah, that would actually help me a whole lot.
One moment as I send you the booking link. I just texted you over a link to book an onboarding time, but other than that, do you have any questions I can take care of for you?
Nope, I just got the link. I appreciate it.
Thank you for your time today. Have a great rest of your day.
Boom. So the call just ended. Now you could come inside of here to the analytics, come to the history, and we see that 2 triggers have just went down. I actually did 2 calls. I messed up on the one before, so I wanted to make it perfect for you guys. We see that this has successfully gone through, and we'll notice that 11 calls have been made. Only 1 contact was added because, once again, I made 2 calls. And we see the analytics have now changed. We see the tags have been added, and we see how many calls there was today. We could always make this different as well. I want to stress that point in depth. If you want to see the contacts that were called, you see that I was just called here. We see that they successfully booked an appointment. We could listen to the recording.
Hello, this is Lobby, your virtual assistant.
Which is absolutely great. So now we have our dashboard. We could then sell this to our customers. We could use it internally. Whatever it is you want to view, keep in mind that you can make this completely yours by just talking to Lovable, building out this dashboard, editing and revising it. So with that being said, I hope that this was helpful for all of those people who either don't have a CRM or want to resell this software as their own and want to white label the analytics. But with that, I hope this was helpful for you, and I will see you inside of Thoughtly.